welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. Introducing Honourable Osman Timbo, former Deputy Secretary General for the main opposition APC party and also Member of Parliament. Honourable, good morning. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Thank you very much and good morning.
Honourable, we will talk on the issue between you and Chief Minister Dr. David Moedin Asenge very soon. But I want to get your opinion on critical national issues then first off. Let's start off with drugs. We see drug abuse they on the increase among the youth them as possibly very close to the youth yourself. Where you see people will die because of drugs, Kush, how did it make you feel?
A question of how they make her feel. It makes me feel the same way as any other person. But additionally, being a leader myself, it makes me even feel worse. Because I feel sometimes it is leadership problem, and not lead with what we do so. In the sense, like how Dr. Samarbin said during the interview, that politicians are responsible for what we do so today as a nation. And I totally agree, because there are certain things that governments can do. We were able to stop all this drug abuse and the senseless wasting of our people, young population. So for me, I feel, number one, I feel like every other person. Number two, I feel like we as a government collectively, I say collectively because, like you said, I'm a member of parliament, so I'm one of the three arms of government. So collectively, I think we don't feel the people, the young people of this nation with regards waiting for do. Even though the responsibility rests squarely on the executive, including the police, including law enforcement agencies, etc. We in Parliament, within MBASU for donor for advocate, that we've done. There was a time we even we been enact the 1 year emergency on this, So we've done our part, but even as community leaders, we also go to communities, sensitize people. Quite recently, I even organized a jog where I bring all many youths together, thousands of young people within me, old constituency, to talk to them on this thing. I'd also visit, I don't visit ghettos, communities, just for talk to them. I don't meet with them, addicts, one-on-one for talk to them. Then finally also, I think you mentioned that in your introduction of me, that a flag bearer, intending a flag bearer aspirant of the APC, and I was hoping that Nada will for talk about today. I think it's one of the major things in my 10 pillars agenda for national renewal.
All right.
The fight against the just want to say the fight against drugs and the work with government for ensure that we prevent harm. At the same time, we also see how we go rehabilitate and also provide curative remedies for the victims of drug abuse.
Okay, Honourable, we'll go into your flag bearer aspiration very soon. But on the issue of drugs, you say government don't fail the people. You also include, say, the executive, and get the primary responsibility. But when you say government, you also mean, say, the members of parliament also fail in the fight against drugs?
I just tell you that we have to be collective in the way how we do things. When I say government, I just explain, say, the arms of government, the judiciary, the executive, we got the president and the ministers, departments and agencies, and parliament, as well as UNA, the journalists, because the media, the fourth estate, we all get a role for play. So collectively, we need for accepting that we don't fail with people then. These drugs are mostly imported. Not so you they make them. I mean, as in the primary substance of some of them, not so you they make them. So we all get responsibility, even as ordinary citizens. Because sometimes we know that they produce 10 drugs here. So, for example, the synthetic drugs we get for mix different substances. But do we report? Do we actually cry people where they see they live some kind of flamboyant life, or do we actually celebrate them and say, wow, they get money, see what car way they drive? These are the things that push us in Sierra Leone, rather than asking the right questions about what's this person pull that money.
Are there people we don't see they live flamboyant life. We get unexplained wealth.
There are plenty of people in Sierra Leone, but that's the responsibility of the Anti-Corruption Commission, because if they're living openly like that, you have a right to ask them. There are many, many people, but it doesn't necessarily mean because they live that way, you want for related with drugs. Some people are corrupt money, other people are just honest living, some people are businessmen. So I cannot conclude that just because they live in that way and Mina will explain the wealth we then get means that they cannot explain the wealth that they have.
Okay, I want to get your opinion on the latest figures from statistics alone. Say inflation don't drop to 4%. You believe those figures?
Statistics? Statistics have to do with population. I don't know.
With regards to inflation, they also do statistics on inflation too.
Right. I feel that the Ministry of Finance, they do that. But notwithstanding, they have the information for it and say so. But do you feel it? What they say on paper, I am not in that position for deny that, because they have done whatever numbers they put together. I am not an economist. I only rely on information that they give me. I get the right for also go through that, and therefore make me on informed opinion on what I see or what I read. But yes, like you say, I don't see some of those things. I've also seen the speech by the Minister of Finance during the budget hearing in Parliament, what he say about the state of the economy. He talked about how bad the economy is, how much debt the country gets, the inflation. He spoke about the inflation. He spoke about the deficit, budget deficit, etc., etc. So we are not in a good place in terms of the economy. So while I'm not going to deny if somebody don't put together in figures we want for put together, the reality on the ground is the people are struggling. Nothing has become better for the people of this nation. People are crying every day for better standards of living. Cost of living is going up by the minute. So I don't see how that they really affect.
When you say cost of living they go up every day, I mean you decry that figures they say inflation will go down and up you go instead.
No, so it's also an understanding of inflation. Some people just feel because price go up or dollar go up, then it means inflation. It's different. It's totally different. And no one for venturing into talking about economics, because maybe halfway into I will fall short or somebody will see the holes in what they say. And as somebody with the one for the highest seat in the land, I want to be careful with the things that they say, because once you say them, or even as a member of parliament, they become policy. They become, if you balek, it's different from when an ordinary man talk. So I have to be guided by the things I say and the way I say them.
Okay, I won't forget your opinion lastly before we go into your flag bearer aspiration and your response to Chief Minister. There's currently the amendments bill currently in a parliament, bringing lots of reforms, electoral reforms them, and other national areas them. What do you make of the amendments bill as of this moment?
Firstly, that it's born out of a dialogue will be concluded. The agreement for national unity we born the tripartite committee and the recommendations contained therein. Also, according to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, and a part of the conclusions where they may get, or from the Justice Cowan, I don't know if you remember, Justice Cowan of blessed memory, in Constitutional Review Committee report we've been due, we've been handed over to President Koroma at the time. So we are looking at it. Me personally, I have plenty issues. I don't see awful drafting. First, as a draftsman myself, I see a lot of things we are not really expecting people will draft that kind of way. But two things. Either maybe a mistake, or it's deliberate for them draft some of the clauses the way how they draft.
Like which clause them so?
Like I say, it's language. It's legal language. So that's why you feel like it's right through the document, right through.
Which clause them be they against?
I'm not talking about against force. I'm talking about even the drafting.
Okay.
So the draftee, you will see a lot of tend away from a draftsman point, because I am a draftsman. I've drafted several laws, including politics laws as well as national law, bills, So I feel the challenges in that. Then apart from that, coming to the content itself, the substance in them, I feel there are things way unfair. I am like my political party. We're not in support of the PR system. We are not in support of the way how then for do the search and nomination committee for the appointment of commissioners and members of the National Electoral Commission. We're not so then for calling back NEC. We are not in support of, like I said, the PR system. We are not in support of the new threshold for the election of the president. We say it's simple majority plus 2/3 of the 2/3 of 20% in 2/3 of all the districts in the country. That's effectively a way for get back a one-party system in this country. It is so dangerous that if we not look at one party, when people say simple majority, some people they feel like they're saying a 50%. 50% is different from simple majority. If we 5 contests, me get 20%, you get 18, then they get 14, then they get 10, then they get 12. Simple majority, that means 20% who I get is simple majority. So you don't even need to forget 50% again for they even be elected in that country. So there are many arguments that will push to parliament, there are many arguments that the party will put together where we get for discourse. I left some of them for the publicity department of the party, as well as the publicity arm of the parliamentary caucus for me then come and deal with that. But yes, definitely we have major problems with some of the provisions inside it. And I also want to make people know, say, parliament is the final checkpoint. I don't hear arguments wrongfully, truthfully, however it is, that, some of those things, na so they agree na the tripartite. Some of those things, na so Kawan say. No. But we are the representatives of the people. We are the final point. Whatever comes to parliament, people must understand their proposals, and we have the power to argue on whether to accept them or not to accept them in the current form or change the form in which they are.
Okay, let's go to flag bearer ambition. Why going for the top job at the country?
Because I want to represent you. When I say you, I mean young people who constitute the majority of the people of this nation. It's only when young people not challenge themselves, or it's only when young people feel like they want to close their own capabilities, that we will feel like, this is not the right time. There was a time when Papa the military said they prepare the future for we. That future has arrived. When the future arrives, you still want to tell we say no, the future not it. That future will never come. I am doing this, like how I said during my declaration. I gave birth to a movement with a consciously awaken with horizons, consciously awaken with belief in ourselves, consciously awaken the fact that we are also getting older. That if we not take responsibility now, then we begin the old and begin for born. Therefore, come and blame we. You remember then they said, Papa, they not destroy this nation. Do you know what we are now? We serve don't turn Papa them. I have 3 kids. In the next few years, they go down big enough. They don't begin go school. They don't begin to struggle and blackout, mosquitoes, as in malaria. They don't begin to struggle with their health, dirty water, typhoid. They don't begin to struggle, go get water in the morning. I mean, like general picking them. Thank God for which then go to our school system, we know they provide for them, we know they really bring out the best in them. So we self now will fail with people them. So for me, I think the time is now. Osman Timbo as a person is just a representation of waiting. You look at me, you look at you. you'll see the youthfulness in us. And if we sit on, they admire things that happen in other nations, other young leaders in other nations, they will not challenge yourself. Then there's a mental block where we need to get a shift from. All of us as young people, we constitute over 80%. I mean, when I say young, I don't mean youth. Over 80% from the age of 0 to the age of 45 in this nation. Yet still, we the things say we, within that category, cannot lead ourselves. It is so unfortunate. This nation has prepared us. You know, for me, I've been in this nation all my life. All my 40 years of existence, I've been in this nation. I have served. I have served in all arms of government, judiciary, the executive, as well as the legislature. I have served within my political party from the lowest level to the highest level. I've collected enough experience for make a lead. And I also challenge anybody. It is not being arrogant, but the leaders that we don't get before now, compare what they said before they get to power and compare what I have been saying to the public, then you'll know the caliber of people that we really they want. You will see how times don't change. You will see how a young man at this age, they say things where those people then will be on for power, not be even they talk. Because it doesn't come from age, it comes from experience. It comes from the fact that I've seen these things, I've been there. They're in technical positions for make I understand how a nation's run. More and most importantly, I'll say, I don't feel them. Like I said, I don't feel the blackout. I don't feel how bad the healthcare system is. I don't see the bad roads. I don't see bad education. I've seen a lot of things myself. I've experienced war. I've experienced death, untimely death. You know, I've experienced the drug abuse. I've experienced the economic stagnation we're getting at this nation. So I have felt it myself. Me to person we don't go overseas or don't sit overseas for so long, then I come back no more say I want power. Me to somebody we on the outside the system are saying, oh, I don't care about what happen in politics. I only cared about what they make for myself, my own personal riches. I gave up personal riches for serve this nation as a very young man in my early 20s. I gave up the riches of being a lawyer, a private lawyer, and said, no, I go do legal aid work. I go do legal aid work. They represent people that were not getting nothing, poor people. I they go to jail yard. I they go to police cells. They talk for them. I they go inside jail. They go explain law to them. Just talk to them. Sit with them. I remember ex-combatants who have been disadvantaged. I helped them in court. I remember port workers who were refused for getting benefits. Thousands of them. I fought for them. I go to my community, people the way they want for take them property in their hands. If you go now they basically make me member of parliament.
Okay.
When they fought for those people for nothing, disabled people, women, these are the people I fought for. And there are many, many more things where, because I'm a Muslim, I don't want to talk about them, like people who you help with education, people who you help with football, sports, people who you help with just their lives and the children. I don't want to go into that because that's not what my religion teaches me. But all of those things are things that we did.
But you talk about health, you talk about the bad roads, you talk about the problems faced by the youth today. These are all issues where you aim for address if you become president.
So, me and possibly like for talk about problems. The problems we'll talk about, so I think they will also be whether you want for lead a nation or you don't want for lead a nation. We all know these problems. And for me, what I believe in is profiling solutions, right? So I've been put together a 10-pillar vision for national renewal. This is not a manifesto, but it contains the basic vision what I feel from the consultations what I don't get across the nation and even outside the nation, that these are common aspirations of the people of this nation that they want, you know, just Sierra Leoneans also, and things that will move forward. And to the specific question about health, yes, it's part of the 10 points. Infrastructure, which is health, which is roads, energy, water, etc., etc. That's also part of it. So
okay.
Health is pillar 8, infrastructure is pillar 9, And youth and women's empowerment, or youth and women in governance, is pillar 10. If you want me to go through all the 10 pillars, I'll take time for go through them also.
But in all of these 10 critical issues, 10 pillars that we aim for address if you become president, people of Salon increasingly don't they be educated with regards to their political orientation them until recently. The question goes, how you plan for kickstarts and achieve these aims then? How you plan for them?
Collectively. It's also part of the pillars. So the first pillar got to do with uniting the party, because the party is the vehicle we want for use for get power.
The party is divided?
So you have to do more. Outside you feel like it's divided, but at the same time we have to accept that it is not as united as it for be. In the sense, let me land. In the sense, so some people outside feel like, oh, all them candidates here where they come out means division. No, it doesn't mean that. Yes, we have to accept that the electoral justice team, and you know what they call moving forward, that was a big divide. There was also the Samsumana issue being feel like a divide. Thank God that has been solved. The electoral justice thing is still there. That's the other divide. We'll need to try to put together, because we're all one APC. Also, there's this thing where people think because of all these flag bearer aspirants, there's division. No, there's competition. And I want to assure people that it's more healthy than it was in 2023 or even 2018. So it is not as bad as then. But there are things that we need to do for unite the APC beyond the small tier talk. And then tiers we need to do for unite the APC have to happen before the person become the flag bearer, as well as when we get with delegates conference, because you need a party we get a national complexion, as in everybody feel like I didn't say all people's congress, the Mendeman, the Timiniman, Limbaman, Lokoman, Fulaman, however you want to call them, they're inside there. You know, everybody feel like this is theirs, you know, and it is not just talk. It is not just for full up count. It is not just for top up. Let everybody feel like they own the process. You know, that is including women, including disabled people, all for come inside. That's the way you unite the party. At the same time, you have to think about the other side, which is uniting the nation. When I win and become the president, how you would make policies where one tribe now will get so much dominance in governance over the other, while the smallest tribe will feel like they're not left out. Policies like no one tribe forget over 25%, no one tribe forget less than, the smallest tribe not forget less than 5% in administration of government. So these are some of the policies. Also in terms of employment or hiring people, you for look beyond party colors. You for look beyond paddy business. You for put competence over familiarity. These are some of the things what we need for do for ensure say we move forward. At the same time, inclusivity is most important. That is why in Pillar 3, we have to do with a national development plan, a strategic development plan. Is one thing I feel it's most critical at this point for make we collectively determine the side we want for go in the sense. For me, I feel when I win, we put together a team. We get all political parties, civil society organizations, all professional institutions, bodies like the journalists, like the lawyers, doctors, you name them, engineers. Bring traditional people, you bring religious people, you bring local people, you bring youth, women, disabled people, veteran, old people. We all come sit down as a committee in one room. They will determine a national development plan for the short, medium, and long term.
Okay.
Short, medium, and long term plans. Waiting the country want for doing the first 2 years. Waiting the country want for doing the 5, 10 years. What we want for achieve in 15, 20, 30 years. So that's a plan we will need for put together. And until we all sit down and put them plans here together, it's either one party will come. This first go kill all this party manifesto. Where this one party come and make a manifesto, the other one come and change. It's all within this do now rubbish. But if we all get one agenda, a Sierra Leonean agenda, then definitely we'll move collectively. If APC then have power, we'll not say, inside 1-2 years now this will do. If SLPP come, they know say inside year 30, 40, now this we need for do. Then we know say we get continuity in development.
Okay, I don't lost count of how many flag bearer aspirants the APC currently gets, but ahead of the delegate conference, which set you apart among all other candidates them?
Like you said, I lost count. First, let we accept say there are no flag bearer aspirants yet.
Okay.
We're all intending, in the sense the party not call for applications yet. So as much as 1,000 people go don't express interest, it not necessarily means that 1,000 people then going to actually apply. So until that time, we'll wait for talk about the number. Well, it's okay. Anybody, this is democracy, can grab and say, okay, I get interest or I not get interest. You know, once you meet the APC constitutional requirements as well as the national constitutional requirements, it is your right, democratic rights, to do what you want to do. What sets me apart? I think, for me, I'm an open book. You know, I've been around all these years. People don't see me. People don't know me. They know how I don't hold myself together. If me not possible get integrity, then sabi. If me not thief man, then sabi. If me not lie man, then sabi. If me not an arrogant person, then sabi. So me not a new quantity. Yes, I'm young, but because I don't put myself in the face of everybody, then I don't get enough evidence for assess whether I'm a good person or I'm not a good person. Age has nothing to do with leadership. Age has nothing. If anybody they doubts that person means they doubt God, because God gave us Jesus Christ at a young age. He gave us Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, at a very young age. Joseph and others at very young ages. So if you doubt, say, young people can be leaders, the same way you doubt God. In fact, there's a book in the book of Isaiah. It says it clearly that the little ones shall lead. You know, so this is God. You go to church every day or all the time, you hear that. Then you even go to the mosque, you see young people, a lot of them. It is the same thing within the Quran also. So, but for let you come and sit down now and feel like, oh, no, young people cannot, that's a problem. So my youthfulness, me being young and experienced, is one thing which sets me apart. The experience what I don't gather over the years also sets me apart. The fact that I have continuously been winning elections in all my life. I am a winner man. I win all the time and people don't know that. I am humble about it. I keep it quiet. I have won more elections. I always make emphasis on the word elections. Not a selection, or we've been there inside the APC. I have won more elections than anybody with at the race right now. I have the data to prove that. Some people, they come and can't try. Until they start for win their first election, then they know we're at the same level. But like I say, I have been winning elections, and I'm confident that just the experience what I don't get in winning elections is one thing which sets me apart.
Okay, so the tripartite committee, na body way born out of the National Unity Agreement, where you be there part. You think, say, the over 80 recommendations them where the committee recommend for sort of prevent sort of electoral issues them in the future, those recommendations have been fully addressed by the government?
No. Everybody knows they haven't been. You know, what they're doing now with this legal reform is just one part. There are institutional reforms. There are other reforms where they inside the recommendation where they not do it. And if I want to go by waiting, the chief negotiator for the APC said, they've been cherry picking. So they pick this where they left the other one, they make so. You know, so definitely the answer is no, they haven't done all of it. They are way behind schedule for do them also. So yes, they haven't done everything. That's in there.
The APC 100% committed for do their own parts in this recommendation, implementation of the recommendation?
That is what we're doing. And like they say, the government, once the recommendations are done, I mean, once they're presented to them, it becomes a document of the government, which we disagree with totally. Me and you not only sit on a room, we agree on something, then you come to the implementation, then you say, oh no,
this don't become government documents, now we for implement.
Hmm.
You know, so we had that fight for a while with them, you know, in terms of implementing it. I feel we have to be properly put in the loop when it comes to implementation. Thankfully now things have gotten better since they appoint Dr. Mara as the chief negotiator. Things are getting better, but at the same time there's a lot of cherry picking. There's a lot of skewing also that is being done, you know, by the government. You know, so for instance, even this bill we can parliament, things that they agree on at the tripartite, they don't tweak them how governments like. In fact, even this thing where they talk about the percentage for the presidential election, how the tripartite agree and how they present in a parliament are two different things. It shows that these people, they're changing things for soup and comfort. The PR system, they say for do proper consultation, you know, and you will see them do something will look like consultation. Civil society hold their own meeting and come with a conclusion. Other people did the same. APC put them position. Yet still they decided that that's what they want to go with, and that's what in the bill. You know, so things are there, like I said, the cherry picking. We cannot be satisfied with them altering the thing they will agree to. So that's why I actually say what is taken to Parliament as a parliamentarian, they're only proposals. And it is for us parliaments now for actually look at anything and they give effect to them.
Okay, so the APC party will remove Dr. Samura Kamara as the chief negotiator for the party and the tripartite committee, and instead replace him with Dr. Kelfala Mara. Why we not see handing over ceremony? You think say there was a need, or there was not a need for a handing over ceremony?
As much as I get an explanation for that, I will not say anything about it because I am not here representing the party. Yes, I was Deputy National Secretary General, meaning I have an understanding, an explanation, but I will not because I'm not in that role day. I think that question is best answered by the Publicity Secretary or maybe the National Secretary General.
All right. So Chief Minister Dr. David Moinina Sengye will make accusations against you and Dr. Kelfala Mara, say una force the hands of Dr. Samura Kamara for agree to some recommendations them on the tripartite committee when they against. I don't take waiting if you say I will come back to you.
I'll tell you for a fact that Timbo, that Mara, that them people then they imposed on Samura. I mean not so that one thing God now, yeah, me that God now the free. With inside the room then it's not fair. I don't like injustice. Now it make me, I believe, radical inclusion, more just society. I don't like injustice because it's unfair for say now the advice will advise Samura that Samura not agree. It is not true. There were things in there that Samura was opposed to that they forced him to do. So it's not true. It's not fair on the old man. And not because I'm uncool, but it is not fair on him to hear, because inside that room we did it. In fact, there's no time, never. There's a period where I say, okay, many and Ingo talk one-on-one. They don't agree. They say no, for be 3-on-3 because they didn't trust him. And they were there. In those, when I thought he was more accommodating, these guys refused. Sadly, some of them didn't sign, and then again in the tripartite, this man would they meet 10 and 8 towards the end, they meet stay 12 o'clock in the night. And there was no the thing with me where we been the field say they're not for greed, they're not for art, they add and they against this my wish, and then they can't say that demand. It's not right.
Honourable, not these accusations against you and Dr. Kelfala Mara?
I don't address this many times. I don't address this even on a TV station, and I want to really move on from because it's like you're beating a dead horse. But in short, I'll just tell you they're lies. I don't make that known many times, and this is a country of record. You know, we live in a life of social media, effective social media. If what they talk so and he's saying a fact, he can get evidence, let him produce them. But I know for certain that they're malicious lies. It never happened, you know, never. And I don't want to open that up again for that conversation because I've moved past it. I still consider David as a friend, school friend from young age. We have been the first youth parliamentarians in 2002 in this nation. We were competing during school years in the Prince of Wales, in the grammar school. We meet quiz competitions, etc., etc. We been get an opportunity for left the country. We been get scholarship, he left the country, go to different places. Me said been get scholarship in Salonia as one of the best performing pupils. So government paid for me in Salon. And since I was reading law, at the time, they not been a give scholarship to anybody for they left the country and go overseas if you're reading law. So government actually paid for me. So we're all beneficiaries of different things. We all take different paths until the day. I respect him. I respect the position he holds. But what he says, so like I said, blatant lies. I think it'll be a misstep on his side, even though I feel it was calculated, it was deliberate. But I've moved on from it. I've addressed it adequately. I don't address him now. I also don't address him yesterday in a 98.1. Also, be actually going to make them false allegations then day. So anybody who wants for see me responses, let check the interview that I do with Slick TV, or even though I do it 98.1. So you can go to my Facebook or TikTok accounts, Osman Abdal Timbo, you'll see them there. And you can make whatever opinion you want to make of them.
There are other senior executive members in the APC party. Why you think they could directly target you and kill Falamara over all others? You think they get basis? You think they try to target you for other things?
I don't explain that to the TV, but that's my opinion equally. Maybe it was deliberate that he targeted us, but it's okay. It's okay. And in column politics, me, I always say I not sabi play politics. I cannot play politics with my conscience. I cannot play politics with my people. So I don't play politics. I'm a sharpshooter. I'm a very deliberate man. I know what I want. I don't lie. I try not to deliberately lie. I try not to misinform. And that is what people, including my constituents, have known me for.
But how you think the Chief Minister they see you as a politician? He thinks they see you as a threat?
Ask him. Ask him.
Well,
I don't know how he sees me. I know I am APC. I know I'm running for the top job in my party, firstly, for being the leader of my party. We will bring a breath of fresh air because people want to see young people now leading the APC. So it's a breath of fresh air. So I don't know how he sees me from outside, but he's not my competition. He's not. At the moment, he's not. Trying to lead my APC, he's not APC. But he just knows that maybe since the leader of the APC will metamorphose into becoming the presidential candidate when the time is right in 2028 sometime. And think, well, ever openly I've heard him declare many times that he's the next president. But until the president knows nobody not talk down there, he has to focus on his job that he's doing. So we are different. I am a politician. He's an administrator. He's somebody who heads a ministry. I am a politician who's won several elections, so we're totally different.
You think the Chief Minister will be president?
That's a question for him. But
because you say you don't hear him declare lots of times.
I'll tell you. That's a question for him, and I've heard him say that many, many times.
So
I've heard his supporters also say that many, many times.
So since you say you don't hear him, they talk him lots of times, perhaps many go think say Honourable Osman Timbo in position on this right now against Chief Minister, go think say Chief Minister they try to target him because they see him as a threat to the SLPP ahead of the elections.
Like how you say many people go see that way. I want them people will see that way for actually say I've said my bit.
You think so you're a threat for the SLPP?
I'm not a threat for anybody, but I know say I am a good choice for this nation, for move this nation forward. With my integrity, with my honesty and humility and my determination, I know I can best serve this nation for moving forward and leave a lasting legacy for we generations yet unborn. I want to serve for 10 years, and once I do that, when I left still a young man, I'm proud for points at things. People point at things and say, oh yes, our President Timbo, and I've been do this, and I've been do that, and I move this nation forward. I feel I'm best positioned for do that.
You think there are sectors where President Bio is failing as a president right
Have
now?
we got it right in any? The only place where we'll not get it wrong yet as a nation, now with religion, you know, even that now don't become a bit shaky, you know, because Muslims cohabit and coexist with Christians. You know, that's the only part where we've got it right. Every other place, we don't make missteps. We are not making any progress, because a progress with one step and two steps backwards, that's a progress. What we've been doing is we're playing politics with the lives, livelihoods, and development, and betterment of the people and of this nation.
So you think the current government care about politics more than development, you say?
Like I said, we're not making progress. Also been there before, now on the same place we're there. People talk about statistics, then they bring all kind of things. But you as a person, you as an ordinary Sierra Leonean, is your life better today than it was yesterday? Maybe minimalistically, say, okay, sometimes yesterday better past today. But if when you talk about yesterday better past today, or today better past yesterday, depending on who's talking, you know, you will feel like it's only minimalistic. There's not even up to 1% of this population that lives. When I say 1%, I mean where they live a very good and decent life. Not even 1%. The middle level of Sierra Leone is almost non-existent, you know, or it's very, very small, you know. So life hasn't been good. We cannot say at all we've made any progress, or we cannot say at all we've succeeded in any sector. You name one. Think of one. Think of one sector. Are called social sectors like health, housing. Have we?
The government said they don't make progress in health, reducing maternal mortality by more than half.
Do you feel it? Do you feel it?
So you think?
Do you still hear about picking the way they die? Do you still hear about mama the way they die? Do you still hear about going to hospitals and then bed basically no day? You heard about going to hospitals and medicine all day. So if you talk about reducing that, do you feel it? Don't you still hear stories? Don't you? Yes, like I say, we always not so like, you know, a pendulum, not so they swing, just a small thing. Pendulum, not so they go back and forth, back and forth. That's where we are. And this is not sustainable as a nation. We have to move, we have to make progress. And we are not seeing any proper and tangible progress in any of those sectors.
So 7 years in government, 7 years in power, this SLPP government, in your opinion, not sort of would they progress? We don't progress at all as a nation.
We are not progressing as a nation. We are not progressing. Like I say, one step forward, two steps back. This is not progress. We need to make what they call growth, like astronomical growth. You're not able to change Salon or feel like there's proper change in Sierra Leone when the things you do, mostly you see them on paper or you don't feel them. You know, me now one person where maybe I get opportunity sometimes because of what I don't do now for make a ride a motor car. Maybe if lights not there, maybe I light generator now because I don't reach that level there. You know, but the suffering of the ordinary man. Me and a grassroots person where they sit down and listen to these people all the time. You will know from the conversations when they get with you whether the lives have become better. No, it hasn't become better. Nobody, not they who I don't talk to, they feel like, oh, they're living better now than they were 7-8 years ago. So it shows from the people's situation whether the country is making progress or the country is not making progress.
All right. So where specifically this government is actually doing wrong, and you don't already I pick this sort of sector where you think say you go do and what thing you actually do different in that particular sector there?
Look, I tell you earlier that means a person we just want for talk about problems. I want for provide solutions. Collectively, as a people, collectively as governments, past and present, we need to take responsibility. And not sit here for begin point fingers at the SLPP or begin say the APC been do this or the SLPP not do that. No. Outside this SLPP get for left. If you left we inside gutter, I do get for pick and form. If we left we optic, I do get for go start from. So it is not right for make a come and sit down and begin say, oh, SLPP then do all this rubbish. When we come and they can do just like how they do when they come say APC all man a thief man. Who say APC left with the whole we know they will come on the if you start for talk then things and the rhetorics the talk the way they talk actually they affect even the way how you want for unite the nation. So for me, yes, we haven't made much progress as a nation. We want more, our aspirations are bigger, but it is not time for make a come and sit down and say, oh, APC, SLPP not do this, SLPP failure. No, I'm not talking about a failure card. I'm talking about the opportunities and solutions that we can provide. And that is what that line contained in my vision for national renewal, what I don't talk about. And this, like I say, is not a manifesto. The manifesto belongs to the APC. But by my consultation across the nation, these are the aspirations. These are the across the nation and even in the diaspora. These are the aspirations where I feel say I gather from which I hear from the people that I talk to.
Okay, you also be mentioned say you want for bring this inclusion. I mean, all tribes them for day in government, in new government.
Right.
You in support of this power sharing by government?
No, I'm not. Totally not. It's different. When you get an effective opposition, then you debate on your toes. You know that there's somebody who's waiting for you if you make a mistake.
Is the APC effective?
So let me land. So what you do as a government, you should not stifle the opposition. You should not do things for make you feel like the opposition is inefficient. Do things for make everybody feel like, oh, the opposition cannot operate. In terms of asking now whether the APC is efficient, let's not forget what happened in 2018. These people are deliberate, right? In 2018, me and one of the people who then pulled in parliament, 10 people, they removed from parliament. Unlawful means. The law is clear. Let's say whether then within and do it be right or not. But if you don't pull person in a parliament, what should happen is you forgo and go reconduct the election. Why you not reconduct? You just take your own, then we get 20%, 30%, you go put them inside. It shows that it was wrong. You come, you attack, you call all man thief man, create commission of inquiries, you seize people and passports, all sort of things you did, seize people and property them, whether they got it rightfully or wrongfully. The anti-corruption commission would have been the best place for make they investigate and actually take them there. You come and begin kill people them. Kill people na Tumbo, kill people na Lunge, kill people na Mashaka, kill 91, kill na Lomley, different places, just for suppress the opposition.
The SLPP government be the kill people, you
people
say?
People died na Tumbo, know that.
So they were killing the people, they be the killing people.
People died. They were killed, as in they were shot by the military, the security apparatus that were there. You know that. No ask hypocrite question. You know say people then die in a McKinney because of that generator thing. Crowd control wasn't proper. You know people then die in a
the way you mention it's like the government actually give them the order for kill.
People were killed. And you know what they call I think it's command responsibility. So whatever happens in the front, if a personnel will belong to you, go do something in the cause of in duty. You the head, now you take responsibility for that. Now you take the blame for that. So these killings happened. They silence critical voices. Civil society civil society space became narrowed. Remember what happened with Marcella Samba, for example. She had to flee this country. I remember other people, them like, what's this guy's name? Thomas More Conte. All these guys went quiet. There's this guy, another one, when a journalist like you guys. What's his name? Dixon. We all know what happened with these people. They silenced voices. Anybody who have a raising voice, they did that to them. So you know the space wasn't there for encourage effective opposition.
Then therefore silence
Not
you too?
just the opposition party, but even the opposition generally. Anybody will say these people are bad, or these people are not doing things the right way. They try for silence them.
I mean, you also don't criticize government on critical issues. Them government don't try for silence you.
I was silent. You know that. I just spoke about the 10 MPs that were removed. You know, at the time, I was one of the most outspoken MPs before going to Parliament and even in Parliament. I'm sure I was targeted and I was removed from Parliament, and I was silent. You know, Donde, knowing how they played the games, they started saying on social media that, oh, Midepa recruits rebels and vigilantes. Now Moritombe in gone of all places, say for can attack government. Then Komode on the same social media, he said during the COVID time, during the lockdown, me and other leaders of the APC with a pass, we secretly don't go McKinney for go hold meetings with President Koma. All sort of lies. So you know that there was a plan, there was a system where if I've been continued for being outspoken, even out of Parliament, I would have been targeted. Or I was targeted, maybe therefore don't even do worse.
All right.
But then and all make me Osman Timbo, we see so.
Okay, you mentioned the field, you mentioned the sort of allegation against you saying you were involved into the sort of failed attempted coup. There are current allegations against
No.
saying a silent meeting with
just clear than the totally. Nobody accused me. Nobody not bring me name near a failed coup.
Where you say they accuse una say una be the hold silent meeting with former president. You did travel for go hold silence meeting. Okay, I want to get your opinion. Firstly, you think say these allegations against former president Ernest Bai Koroma say involved into the failed attempted coup, these are baseless allegations?
I need for clear force what you to talk about, or what you are talk about. This was during the COVID time. They say COVID lockdown made a pass with Pamin Kaloma and Saria Payans, and they would go hold covert meetings.
Is it for waiting?
Well, because they said that time we were for being unrest in the country. This was 2020.
Okay.
And this attempted coup you talk about, so then said on November 26, 2023, accusing or alleging that President Koroma was part of it. I'm a lawyer, right? And they say who asserts must prove. They're not ever proven yet. Whatever they inside, they will make the case the way how we did so. I don't know. I'm a lawyer, but I don't know. The evidence needs for speak for itself. So I'm not there for talk say OEB or INOB. But one thing I know for sure from my experience with Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma. Ernest Bai Koroma, President Koroma, and a man of peace. He's a peaceful man just by his demeanor. You know this a man will not want peace. From my conversations where I don't get with him both in private and in open, I know he's someone who loves this nation dearly. Somebody we no want during his own term self as leader of this nation will not be Yeriden kind here. We see the effort we make for bringing President Bio on board. He encouraged President Bio. You know, he gave the space for make you operate. This is not the man where the leader of the opposition at the time, you remember, Madame Lavallée, Elizabeth Lavallée, I think that's her name. This not been woman where they even accused and one for pull because of your relationship with President Koroma. John Benjamin, etc., etc. So he created the space. He encouraged people because he's a man of peace, and he saw that the bigger picture was uniting the nation than dividing it based on political lines. So that is what I know of President Koroma. But for say he was part of that coup, allegedly, whatever, that is for the courts for proof. Being a lawyer, I cannot say that.
Okay. If you think say President Koroma, I mean, not gets and into it may actually happen, you don't serve na the highest, one of the highest office na the APC party as the Deputy Secretary General. Why former president not return it until this moment if they don't get evidence against them?
Why not return it?
Yes.
You're asking me questions where, like you're putting words in my mouth, like, oh, I say not be, a be or not be.
But you say not be. You say you don't think he say it will be.
No.
It will be involved.
No. I said I'm a lawyer. They say he who asserts must prove. That's not part of the law. In fact, Section 23 of the Constitution say an accused person is presumed innocent until he is proven guilty. So I go categorically say, because President Koroma hasn't been proven guilty, pursuant to Section 23 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, President Koroma is innocent until then proven guilty. With regards to why he is out of Sierra Leone now, that is something we need to ask the courts. You know, me know, that said that he left the country on medical grounds. The case is still there in court. Since he's out on medical grounds, I don't know what in they happen. Whether they don't do any medical, whether the case they want for column, they don't have a column, but it's there. So that's all I have to say.
You don't seek the blessing of former President Ernest Bai Koroma as he the head for B Flag Viera?
I want to tell you that I don't talk to, before I even declare, I don't talk to stakeholders of the APC, stakeholders in the SLPP, stakeholders in the community, stakeholders in the nation, as well as outside the nation, at the highest level, before I even start this journey. So that's what I can say with regards to consultation. And I just want you to know, at the highest level within the APC, I have consulted, I continue to consult, and I will even consult even when I win.
All right, you're still there with the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Listen to we around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM, and Radio Garden. We still get Honourable Osman Timbo in the studios. After this, 079 994 993. Stay with us.
You don't ready for win big money every single day? Epic Radio they make them happen with bomba cash out. For just 10 years no more, you can enter the draw and win buy money straight inside your phone. No
Epic
stress,
Radio.
no waste time. And now so you go take joy. Dial *799*2# and choose how much tickets you want. From 1 to 10. Enter your orange money or Afri money pin. And boom, now you that. You don't enter the draw. The more tickets you buy, the higher chance you get for win. And the best part of
Epic
that,
Radio.
if they pick your number, the money will go straight inside your orange money or Afri money wallet. You don't even need for Canada station. So, what's you dey wait for? Dial *799*2# now and continue for listening to Epic Radio. If you know one of the lucky daily winners then. For more information, call the support center on this number yaso 032-300-033. Number cash out, money dey flow. Powered by Masslink Limited. This is a
Epic
property when
Radio.
they under 18 law, so play responsibly. Terms and conditions apply.
Maria, I see say you give small mark soft drink back. You know say you get so sugar, eh?
I know, but he asked for friend drink where he like. Wetin again I go able give am?
You don't try Sierra juice. Now you know mommy they give me picking them. You no get better sugar or way you compare them to the other juice. In fact, na natural thing dem they use for make am. We flop with thing dem where they nourish the body, and that's the help for make picking go fine.
Talk true. I glad if you hear this so, but na the body no more is good for, or is sweet na mouth?
Me sister, is sweet. Say, make I tell you the best part. Sierra juice they support with local economy. As na Salonia then they get all the things them they use to make the juice. It better for we picking them and we come free.
Wow. I no be know all this. At the beginning Max Sierra juice want them. Also, I go able know more about them.
Now for check the research lab, they don't do all their studies for pack 'em up. Sierra juice now the smart and healthy choice for we picking them.
For more information, call 077 600 000. Sierra Juice, the taste of Salon.
Welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Of course, continue for the play, the bomber cash out, dial *799*2#. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello.
You never know how to call phone.
Good morning, Usman Ibrahim Maraj.
Concerned citizen, go ahead.
God bless. Good morning, Honourable Timbo.
Honourable, good morning. It's greeting you.
Yes, to you, Honourable. Talking about the tripartite, you say the cherry pick. I think out of 400, I can't be corrected. Now they don't go to 75. And what you will see, standard is they don't look take this tripartite serious. Waiting the APC the next plan, because we just say this tripartite no water. Waiting on the next plan towards all waiting the happen so towards the tripartite. Then two, what you go do for protect we vote, make we not go experience what we experience 2018. I guess me concern were Honourable. Thank you.
079-994-993. Call inside the show this morning. I will still get Honourable Osman Timbo in the studio. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Yeah, good morning. This is Abakar from Fomek.
All right, Bakar, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
May God bless you, young man. Show say the APC as a party get the tools and material for progress this country. See, I'm very young man, very good lawyer. They like the studio, they analyze. Let God continue to bless this man. But who tell me problem they with the APC? The APC fail the responsibility. For let the APC they go and go rapid, then they go announce for 2020. They forget for them endorse the way na the tripartite, when na the full recommendation of the tripartite, where they help me, we go vote, we go lead them, we flip the APC left arm, then they go and campaign, they go and fire the right hand, they tell Samura Kamara say, formal flag bearer at the same time na former leader. Where we not get nothing they represent as flag bearer and leader it. So these are the problem in the APC. Show say the APC, na then they can suffer, we so they can suffer. Right
all
now,
right, Bakar, thank you. 079-994-993. Call inside the show this morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Mara.
Father Lambert.
Yeah, God bless you, sir. And to you, Honourable Timbo, I love the way you talk. The better way you say SLPP, you know, oppose and say no, not do nothing. And they really try. 11 to 12 good years. If they don't say I be inside all, on I be get the blame over that. Because the time where this kush can, I mean they call them K1, K2, on not even stop them. Then be they take out with Bitakula Roba because of una need the power. Now what you don't decide for council into this power as the flag bearership. If they give you this flag bearership, waiting at the plan where you get towards the youths them for stay away from this dangerous virus where they inside Sierra Leone right now they kill with youths them. Waiting at the developmental where you don't do towards Sierra Leone for let you go be a flag bearer or a president in this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you. 079-994-993. We call, please go straight to the point. You get 1 minute. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Usman Mara.
Abuloko.
Yeah, Central Media One. God bless you, sir. May God bless me, brother Odede, Mr. Timbo. You know, may God continue to bless him. Whatever he did, may God make it succeed. Mr. Mara, salon, now we all get salon. You know, all about tripartite. Now for make the two parties them can and sit down, whatever mistake we don't happen, then try and settle them for the interest of the people. You know, tripartite now all about the life of Salon people them. So who they beg them say, do ya whatever thing them you don't agree on, let them come together onto the party them and try and settle them. You know, this is not about win-win game. Now about the progress of Salon. About the development of Salon.
All right, thank you.
So I tell them thank you for making them come and sensitize the people about tripartite. Tripartite make we lost appetite. So they are made them all and tight.
Wow. 079-994-993. Call inside the show this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You know where the call from?
Rogers Juba.
We'll just go ahead.
According to Honourable Timbo, now one thing we admire and we talk say, they know they come for point out what thing people then they don't do when a bad thing. Then they can find solution to the problem within us Sierra Leone. And for now, that are the good thing we anybody go think about them. Because the things that will be don't happen if we begin check them from 1967 to now, all go be blame game. So we it don't come for that. We it don't say that the Ingo come for that the good. Secondly, I believe now people then go at the front of the gun. Where all the things that happen, the killings and all that, you don't get for blame anybody about it. Law is law. That man a lawyer. And no say if then people then behave good, they not go what they call it. And then one day when I then security then we hold that gun, there's something at 30 people against 500. You not go able to challenge you the gun sometimes where you don't see things they change at your hand.
All right.
Now you go what they call.
We'll just thank you.
Yeah.
Mystic Duazak on Facebook saying there should be a deep dialogue on the tripartite agreement and the constitutional review, more so when the views of the ordinary governments of Sierra Leone and Sierra Leoneans are important. It should be reflective on the ordinary man, so Sierra Leone can win, not a political party or certain region. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mara. My name is Malaika Stevens. I call from Sandra.
All right, Malaika, go ahead.
Yeah, well, actually, according to what I know from this young man this morning, I know everyone, I know and say a lawyer and a civil politician, we don't make the headlines, of course. But what I know he says so today, he don't make a long high respect for him. Because the problem in this country, actually, we don't turn virus. This thing about the winner takes it all. That one then I know they destroy this country here because when you talk about tribalism, when it comes to the winner takes it all, one tribe not for dominate. That one day all over Africa I don't disturb democracy. You know, a lot of people talk say the APC and the SNPP now they don't well this country. But me, I can always deny that fact because America, where you don't practice democracy for over 200 years, not two parties then get.
All right, Malaika, thank you.
Yes. So actually, I agree to what you say, income for unify. If you come for that, that day will be better because Salonian, we're all united in all aspects. Canto religion, canto intermarriage, the other two where they divide with our politics.
Saidu Lahid Aman Sai on Facebook saying, Honourable Osman Timbo, where can I access your 10 pillars that you have put together so I can read them myself? Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Anyone inside the call for?
Good morning, Mr. Mara Bakayoko. I call from Brazil.
Bakayoko, go ahead. Give 1 minute.
Big congratulations to the young man that really want for the more younger folks. Let it be see, let it be power. But basically, and the other thing about what I really admire him before, it's not a categorically clear that him not the believe, or even if you believe that the both parties, APC and that of SNPP, because they still don't rule this country. But however, the government not the only run by government, but they equally run by opposition. So incoming from become Ladiara, intending presidency, so when I ain't see the way they go, oh, we think APC don't do as an opposition.
All right.
The country moves forward. Thank you very much.
Med Asmed come on Facebook saying Timbo for president and Jagaban for vice president. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Yes, my brother. How you doing?
You didn't know the call from?
My name is Oshamed. I'm free split about and drop. And I call from Australia.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you for having me this morning at Salon, way in the afternoon. I just get onto the phone, I just hear briefly where the president to be Osman Timbo the talk. Osman Timbo will testify, say, maybe not predict like couple of years ago, say, a people rule a country.
All right.
Osman Timbo is a person with integrity. Osman Timbo is the future leader for Sierra Leone. The only thing we made say on this platform, and for let Osman Timbo, we able to team up with Jagaban. Let Jagaban go be a vice president. That is a good combination for Sierra Leone. There is no future without these two people in that country.
Okay.
There is no future without Timbo as president, Jagaban as vice president.
079-994-993. Call inside the show this morning. We still get Honourable Osman Timbo in the studio. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning, Usman Mara.
Anamta.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for hosting the young dynamic lawyer, Osman Timbo. Now, I also old name, Twin Daddy. Yes, but they get more time for buy. You get more time for train. You get more time for practice. But I don't follow this game, not to picking game. But we rule this country. We don't turn about so. So I don't turn about the foot they up, they down. So for them, it takes a lot for Gulia. But let's keep the faith, let's keep the aspirations, let's keep you off side because a young man, time in favor. But believe me, man, the real Joblo Jabla, Salon Joblo Jabla with Gola, between them two parties, they don't Joblo Jabla. Yesterday, about children are progressing, you pray, let God send a strong Messiah. Yeah, you need strong Messiah for Caribou 20 around.
Okay, and I'm sorry. Thank
you.
Even
Donald Trump, the cow Donald Trump, that about the abnormal. The culture, we don't set the people who get you.
Okay. Mulku Emu Bangura on Facebook saying a national development plan developed by the people is exactly what we need right now in this country. Just the type of leader we seek in Mama Salone. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello, Shamsman.
You know where you call from?
This is Ataka, they call from Rome.
All right, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
Me, no contribution at this. So, don't worry, talk so you come to that job. I don't understand. People don't know how to respect this peace. The country, alhamdulillah, thank you. All kinds of time, no more to reach for. So, each one possibly kind of power, you have for kind of law, the law, and music peace will get first after 20-something years. We will say we do that. No person, we will talk to the country, but what he possibly learning, somebody deny work. Somebody say, I know, so, do you allow the mining was over the top of the country? I don't have to put it born. And then so we don't go to all kind of road now. So the country now will get that. Lord, they use you, what we go make. Anyway, we say the car. Because someone go say, I can't do so, someone don't go praise you. Hey, bo, we allow the police, allow the mine was over the top of the country. I think,
079-994-993. Two more calls and wrap up the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You never know the call from?
Habib, the call from Western.
All right, go ahead.
Yes. The young man now potential president come 2028, honestly. But I know you talk anything but security. The politicians say, hey, when did they campaign, when they talk about security, when now with the guy there all day and night. So let the man talk more about security. This is Habib again, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. One last call, 079-994-993. Hello, good morning.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, Commander Jibo.
Thank you very much. I extend my thanks and appreciation to Epic Radio. Honourable Timbo, assalamu alaikum. Osman Timbo, I don't hold mic now the 20 years. I know they talk about party. I know they want to talk about politics. But they talk about party with integrity. I swear to Allah, this Honourable Timbo, I don't listen him. I go wish I pray for last area. This party with humble. You know, Allah praise Prophet Muhammad for his good training. Osman Timbo, why they follow up? Well, look this morning when you want to talk. He said no come for blame SLPP. But we dey see other people, the higher ranker, when they sit on the radio, especially the or some SSP for blame no more. How long will they pan blaming game? Usman, Honourable Timbo, may God protect and guide you. Me na Commander Jibo. I dey pray God. You na push what I suspect by your integrity, you humble, you training, you calm down. If you God mark say this power, now you dey get them. I swear to Allah. I swear to Allah. Me, to pray God for you. Me not for money, not for talk big words. But somebody with God fearing. Now they are talking. Usman, I know that they talk. It's like any radio will go at the listener. But you get word of courage. You get word of peace. You get a word of unity. With this, let's draw me line Usman Mara. Usman Mara, may God make you go to Arizona. For bring this man here on the radio.
Commander Jibo, thank you.
God bless all.
Honourable, you just don't get the endorsement of one of the strong man na Watalo. We'll not get much time inside the show. I will give you time for response to the concerns them will raise. Quickly.
There are a lot of comments and concerns where people raise, and maybe I will categorize them. But I think the last one by Commander Jibo was a very good way for, wrap the segment of questions. Power na Godegi, I did do this because I need to put myself forward. If I do not do it, then tomorrow Bambai, my conscience will never be clear. If I don't qualify age-wise, if I don't qualify, I don't put myself forward, not to make myself leader. Now God, they choose leaders using the people. So if people decide not to choose Osman Timbo, they choose somebody else. I'm humble enough to accept whoever wins the election. I mean the APC flag bearer election, I could be one of the first person and for congratulate that person. But at the same time, I want people to understand, like how somebody else said that Osman Timbo young, you get a lot of time for practice. I want to make them very clear that I don't want to spend the rest of my life in politics, I tell people sometimes I don't see myself in politics for the next 15, 20 years. I gave up all of my youthful life. From the early ages of 20, I don't start for work for this nation. I don't start for work for the people. I have never for once worked for myself. I want, maybe by 55, not over 60, I live a life now for myself, for my family. I retire. And I want to be a person where on our old now they can contest for be president. Yes, I might have a very young face, but I'm not as young as people think. I'm a husband, happily married with 3 children. I have many people who look up to me. Even now, before getting to this level, running for this, there are people who don't be presidents in this country. Compare the things we didn't say before they get there and the things that we don't say now. It shows that I don't get plenty experience, rounded experience, and plenty people who don't be presidents in this country as young as I am. I don't take time over the years for learn. The same person talk about God send a Messiah for me because this country na job with it. Would I tell this person say the Messiah get for be a giant? Would I tell and say this Messiah get for be 100 years old? Jesus Christ, where they call when the Messiah by the name, he was a young man, 7 years younger than me, or even more, 10 years, 30 to 33. Me don't pass Dandy by far. Yet still I'm here. Burkina Faso with, even though na coup is na take over. Younger man, almost 4 years, 3.5 years younger than me. People celebrate Ibrahim Traoré in Burkina Faso. The man in Guinea, who's making a lot of progress, is now with Nebanaya. Mamadi Doumbouya, he's only 45. And he took power like 3-4 years ago, so he was 41, 42 when he took power. But who said the Messiah has to be 40? What you mean go learn? Learn waiting again. Waiting we need now, like how we say, now that determination. And that is what I have shown. I am determined. For even Canada this race at this age, not to person promise me, not to person give me money, not to person give me endorsement. All the alpha I don't get. People here and there doing small things for make I get to this point. Then you come and sit down and feel like, oh no.
All right.
Again, I want to talk about the security. Maybe there's no time.
Before you go over, you mentioned other leaders them like Ibrahim Traore, Mamadi Doumbouya, and others them. You even talk say Ibrahim Traore. You're even older than Ibrahim Traore.
Yeah.
You go in support of a bill for reduce the age requirement for be president candidates.
I think it's early for Louis talk about that, but like I say, it's a national development plan, even the constitutional review process. Osman Timbo no get a sense. Me na one person, I get my opinion on many things. We don't necessarily mean say that the opinion or the views of everybody or the majority of the people. You got to be a utilitarian in terms of looking at what the majority of the people want. Even democracy, that's what it says. The majority of the people wins the day, but the minority also get their own rights. So for me, in terms of, I like the age at 40. Reason why? Now because from we young generation growing up, there's 10 or 11 years of your life them who lost because of the war. So the growth will for be make during the intended day, they happen now. Now you see this new generation, this Gen Z and whatever generation we don't come, you growing very faster. You know what you tell me just now offline about where you were in 2018 and see now at this age, how many years, 7 years down the line, you're the one who's questioning me. How many times you will see a young man before 20 or even in early 20s being this eloquent. The exposure I get. This order for determine whether a 35 years old man, for instance, at the time, inside our own generation will be fit enough for lead a nation. The exposure I get is way higher than the exposure we get or even the generation before we get. So I'm open to listening to that, as a leader. And that is how I want to foresee every policy. Talk about the security sector. There's plan for that. Clearly me 10 me 10 pillars for national development, but definitely the security, anybody who wants to move a nation forward has to talk about security. But when it comes to developing in terms of economic development where people want to see, security side, as much as it is paramount, that's not what people want to talk about, but it's definitely important. It's part of the plan. Then the last, somebody else who said you will get the access to these 10 pillars for the read. Very soon after I done this engagement, I published these 10 pillars for make everybody see them. I also published my biography or booklet. You go tell the story because many people will not submit me and just see this babyface assassin and feel like, oh, not just a small boy. And a lot of questions come around tripartite and how for work around the tripartite. What's APC's plan for work on that? And another going to do with electoral justice. The tripartite we need for agree. Well, there are two join electoral justice and tripartite for me. I'm one person where they make bold everywhere I go that I believe in electoral justice. I feel what happened in 2023 was electoral theft. So we need justice for that.
So you still seek for justice, electoral justice?
Yeah, so I'll explain to you. Electoral justice, the way how the party be accept or get electoral justice, now through the National Agreement for Unity. Now we go sit down together, the APC go sit down together, we get a National Agreement for Unity. In that National Agreement for Unity, we again, the APC, agree say we for go through a tripartite process. We're not going to go through a tripartite process. We agree on 80-point recommendations as well as things that we call convergent views as well as divergent views. Then we come and say, oh no, we want electoral justice to another form. The proper implementation of the tripartite agreement, we need for accept that. Now we and we will choose collectively APC, SLPP, for deliver on electoral justice. So that is what I believe. In terms of protecting the votes and the future elections, I want to assure the people that first, we have the soft approach of implementing properly the tripartite agreement. Secondly, we have an obligation for unite the APC, for make the APC conduct elections, lower level as well as national, way free, fair, and credible. We will bring peace inside. Right. Then finally, when that day comes, once we don't get a leader, we will show this nation that APC is the party that is ready to take this nation forward, and will not allow waiting be happen before for it happen again. We will not allow intimidation. We ask for a level playing field, and if we not get a level playing field, we will not accept it.
Okay, I just want this briefly from you. You say the APC party and the party we're ready for lead this country.
Right.
I mean, there are over 20 or more candidates. Them people we say they want for be flag bearer of the party. All of these people fit for be president and get the vision where you get.
I don't know about
also the same old playbook.
I don't know the vision.
For some others.
I don't know all of the visions, but I know that the APC has a vision itself. We're going to develop this, win power and develop this nation.
Okay.
And whoever wins, therefore go by the vision, therefore be in line with the vision of the APC. At the same time, I want to confirm that I've seen and heard a lot of good people with the inside this, and I believe whoever wins will be a good person. Finally, on the issue of Timbo and Jagaban being no ticket. Alhaji Amadou Kamara is a brother. We have very, very good and cordial relationship. We don't even go beyond politics. He's somebody I respect, and he's somebody who respects me too. The decision on who that will be the running mate has to come from collectively the flag bearer and also the party in consultation with the party. So we're not there yet. Flag bearer talk, and then 2028 talk, but we're talking about the leader of the party now. You know, so everybody has a chance. I like Amadou Kamara as a brother of mine. I like the others. We get very, very good relationship. Ibrahim Bangoa is a brother. Bai Mahmoud, Cherno, SSS, Kaifala, Richard Conte, Chief Samsumana, etc., etc. We have very, very good relationship.
Thank you so much, Honourable. Up next, we'll get sports, entertainment, and the review of the biggest stories then from yesterday by Marion Precious George. Continue for the play the epic Bomba Cash Out on star 799 star 2 ash. Stay with us.
We go vote them for sure. APC, we dey ready for change. The youngest na the whole. We future go arrange, che.